Compatibility apps often flag specific pairings as high-risk disasters, the kind that look like house fires on a screen. Yet these same intense dynamics often mirror the traits of remarkably stable couples. A birth chart creates a rigid verdict of elemental clashes. Psychology, however, suggests that this specific brand of friction can form the foundation of a lasting partnership. If a relationship flagged as a warning is actually a sign of strength, walking away based on a label means missing the connection entirely. Dev and Nadia are in a tiny kitchen at 11 at night. Dev, a Leo, waves a dish towel, while Nadia, a Scorpio, delivers a sharp, practiced sentence. To an outside observer, they are in the middle of a toxic argument. Many astrological charts condemn this pairing as a doomed clash of fixed-sign egos. From this perspective, two people who feel things this loudly have no chance of surviving the apartment. 90 seconds later, the momentum shifts. Nadia lands her line, and Dev starts laughing. He acknowledges it was a good point. Nadia smiles. Within 2 minutes, they are leaning on the same counter, trading jokes that only they understand. The tension breaks because Dev and Nadia share an unspoken boundary. They are never actually trying to destroy each other. The psychologist John Gottman studied these micro-interactions for decades. Instead of asking couples how they felt, he filmed thousands of hours of footage, tracking the exact second a voice tightened or a shoulder turned away. Gottman identified a group he called volatile couples. They argue frequently, loudly, and with an immediate desire to persuade each other. On paper, they look like a disaster. In reality, these couples succeed because they lack contempt. They have volume and passion, but they never aim to belittle or dismiss. People frequently leave good partners because they mistake this loud, expressive care for damage. A specific ratio defines the space between couples who last and those who don't. For every negative interaction, stable couples stack up 5 positive ones. A joke, a touch, or a compliment offered in the middle of a disagreement maintains the balance. Volatile couples hit this 5-to-1 ratio through a cycle of high-intensity conflict followed by high-intensity repair. Their massive arguments are matched by equally massive making up. These repair attempts are small bridges offered during a fight. Dev's laugh and Nadia's smile are bids to de-escalate that the other chooses to walk across. Survival depends on the speed and willingness to reach back across a divide, a skill the stars cannot measure. Damage often stems from a mismatch in conflict styles. When a volatile partner who needs to talk things out meets an avoidant partner who shuts down and retreats, the relationship begins to stall. Agreeable, low-drama couples can drift for years without a raised voice while remaining completely unresolved. Silence often masks a connection that has already ended. A study of 15,000 people and Swedish national marriage records found that birth signs predict nothing about a relationship's success. The data points scatter at random. There is no correlation between the sky and a couple's longevity. Believing a chart's incompatible label acts as a self-fulfilling prophecy. This perceived similarity edits how we see our partners, causing us to hunt for evidence of a mismatch until we eventually manufacture one. Two good people can grind each other down if they fight in 2 different languages. Compatibility is the match between how 2 people argue and how they come back together. A compatibility label can talk you out of a person who was right for you. We screenshot the clash and walk away, mistaking a loud dynamic for a failing one. A birth chart is frozen in ink. A relationship is a living thing, defined by choices made on slow Tuesday afternoons, and how quickly you reach out after a hard conversation. The intense, loud couple from the kitchen represents a durable way to love. They feel things out loud and repair fast, thriving in a dynamic that a static system mislabels as doom. Astrology works best as a mirror to think with, rather than a cage to live inside. You decide what a raised voice means, and whether the friction in your life is a destructive fire or just the heat of 2 people refusing to be lukewarm about each other.